Hi. So, fun fact. Maybe.
You're not just a regular moron. You were designed to be a moron.
This is a test bit alert.
I actually have that on the stream as an alert. I also have this one.
Hello, imbecile.
This is a test bit alert.
Should probably turn that text to speech off.
So, how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing. So we have that. Since it doesn't look
Oh, we have the elevator following us. I never noticed that before.
somewhere alarmingly fast, actually. But since we're not busy other than that,
Oh, there she
here's
is.
a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working.
Good, that's still working.
Just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
I love that. Just lay it on one foot. Here we go. The best Deus Ex Machina of all time. Yeah, casually breaking the law of physics. Oh, the elevator, that's what... Oh, now that all makes sense now. That's the elevator. He got stuck up there. Alright, we will get to Cave Johnson then, and I'll call it a night. Fun fact, a couple days ago, I turned Portal 2 on, and when I usually play Portal 2 again, whenever I play Portal, I usually will play this area because I love this area so much. I only got to the first test chamber when I was playing it a couple days ago. Do not enter. Keep out. And yes, I do walk on the pipe because I'm badass. Honestly, what's coming up is one of my favorite gags of all time. the event of floating, seek air pockets. Here, this big giant blast door gets sent up. You're wondering, okay, what's this big giant hole going to be that we have to go through to get to the facility? Tiny door. The way they introduced gels into this game was perfect, honestly. Also, don't go swimming in the water. Why is the sound crackling? Hi, Cave!
You heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. So
Uh-oh. I broke it. Fuck it. Oh well, we weren't missing much. Is there? I don't know why it's crackling. Whatever. Time to go flying. There we go. Yeah, right?
there's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have bent the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line.
I love
You'll
that.
know when the test starts.
Also, the aesthetic of this place is very 1960s and 50s. Welcome, test subjects. Please sign in with the receptionist before proceeding to the lounge. Local entrepreneur buys salt mine. Cave Johnson brings science industry to Upper Michigan. Showers curtain salesman of 1943. Top 100 applied science companies. Aperture Science number 2. I wonder what number 1 is. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year runner-up. Department of Defense Contractor of the Year runner-up. Spirit of Idaho National Potato Board for the promotion of potato science. Best New Science Company of 1947. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke. Ha ha. Fat chance. Either way, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. Should I?
If you've cut yourself at all in the course of these tests, you might have noticed that your blood is pure gasoline. That's normal. We've been shooting you with an invisible laser that's supposed to turn blood into gasoline, so all that means is it's working.
All that means.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be coal. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen. Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out. And I really hope you knew that was there. Which, knowing you and how much I know you love this game, you probably did know that. Know your hazardous materials. Don't touch anything unfamiliar. Your chemical hazards. Do not inhale fumes, no matter how good they smell. Do you know the other ones that are in the 70s?
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
I love how it's we do our science from scratch. And I love the explanation of how these gels were just hiding down here and we didn't see them at all in the first game. Well, I will definitely pull them out. I will get to them when we get
All right,
there.
let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Or so I'm told. Remember, this test is unsolvable without an Aperture Science portable quantum tunneling device. If you have not received one, please find a test associate before participating in a Shaft 9 enrichment. Did you know repulsion gel was Aperture's first attempt to create a dietetic pudding substitute? true. The gel is a sweeter, slightly less non-toxic form of fiberglass insulation that causes subsequently ingested food items to bounce off the linings of the dieter's distended stomach and out into her mouth. For various reasons, this product was pulled from shelves. Fact play card. Repulsion gel. Lawsuits concerning repulsion gel. Public outrage over. I haven't read that sign before. Whee!
The lab boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
You tell him, Cave. Next test chamber is that way. That's nice. We're gonna go this way. Woo, that was close.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Shit, this game, like... I probably should consider quitting for the night. One of my favorite rooms in the entire game. Whee!
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Wait, that's not how you do it? I just love the bouncing back and forth off the walls.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
Oh, God. I have some interesting ways to do some of this game. I see it. Oh, there it is. You know what I'm surprised about? I'm surprised that Automod did not just, like, have a conniption fit the fact that you just said the R word.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me.
By the way,
I said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
this is true. How did he know as a recording that I came into that room that way? Am I the only one that was surprised when I found out you can't say that word anymore? No. I mean, considering that that basically was part of my vocabulary for many years.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
I went, Josias. This is gonna shock you, but I was in middle school at the late '90s, and I was in high school in the early 2000s. That word and the F word, which you should know which F word I'm talking about if I'm not even willing to say which F word I'm talking about. Those were thrown around so frequently in school, it wasn't even funny. And I am a guilty party to both of those words. I use those words all the fucking time. Yes, the F word. The F word, the thing I technically am now. If people wanted to use derogatory names against me, that is what I am now.
Now, if you're part of Control Group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Shit, that's right. Ah!
I'm telling them, keep your pants on.
I love this room.
All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
I think it's honestly as doing. Who needs a frontal lobe anyway? It's overrated. So funny.
Hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Hustle could use some work. I'm gonna attempt to do it, but there is an achievement for grabbing this without it touching the ground. And dumbass. Ah! Did it. Mike, I'm just gonna set this down here. It'll be fine. Everything fine. Come on.
dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye.
Box reference. All right, we're gonna get to the. I think it's this next room. We'll finish Cave Johnson. And then I'm gonna call it a night. I'm way over. I should have stopped like an hour ago. He had a mental break.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
She is a gem. Oh, I love this puzzle. This puzzle's great. I love this puzzle. Turn that flow on, baby.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
Do not litter, do not loiter, do not touch glass. Moving platform. Second. And take a number.
If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there. The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%. All right, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
And then out here, you actually get an achievement because there's apparently a ship here that Black Mesa stole. I haven't played Borealis. I have never played Half-Life, so I don't know Easter egg. But I know a lot of people lost their shit because of that. Anyway. Let's get Carolyn. I mean GLaDOS. I mean Carolyn.
Oh, thanks.
You're good at murder. Could you murder this?
That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him.
Oh, we thought it was.
And unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be for magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
Too much scheming.
Where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
All right. Should probably call it there. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Best iteration of the. Then the villain joined forces to temporarily fight a great. Yeah.
Did anything happen while I was out?
I'm hanging on to the other side. I won't give up till the end of me.
Sonic comes out on Tuesday. All right. So what's the plan? Be 100% honest. If I get home in a decent amount of time tomorrow and finish dinner in a decent amount of time, I could probably finish this tomorrow. Because I beat about half the game, right? So I think it has 9 chapters, and I think we got to 6. I play this game pretty fast. So I'm thinking I might finish this tomorrow. Sunday is up in the air. I might go hang out with a friend on Sunday. Yeah. I set it for 3 days on the calendar. I don't think it's gonna take 3 days on the calendar. We were getting close to the end of Chrono Trigger, but yeah, it took me 3 hours to get through about half the game, so it'll probably take me another 3 hours to finish. So taking a break from Chrono Trigger. I want to finish Chrono Trigger, but I needed a break from it. So I think tomorrow we'll play Portal 2. We'll finish Portal 2. And then Sunday I'm probably going to hang out with my friend. And then Monday I'll continue Chrono Trigger. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I don't know how far I am from the end of the game. I can't imagine I'm not getting close to the end. And then I have Tuesday and Wednesday set for Sonic. Thursday, Chaos, maybe. If I didn't finish Chrono Trigger, maybe that instead. And then Mario on Friday. The next week is a week of new games. Yeah, I'm playing Sonic at launch, I'm playing Mario at launch, because I want to. And both games, honestly, it's not like I'm like... It's a Sonic game. It's a Mario game. You know what you're expecting. Mario, I turn into an elephant, I fight through 6 worlds, I beat up Bowser at the end, game over. So, I mean, it's not like I'm playing God of War at launch and like I'm spoiling every piece of bit of information. So. Or even Zelda. So. Sonic, you're going through multiple zones to beat up Eggman at the end of the zone, and you know. So. When Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out, and I play that day one, that's gonna be the time where no one's gonna fucking show up. No, not Mario RPG. That comes out in November. I'm playing at the beginning of December. I would play it day one, but I set myself for Zelda month in November, and I want to stick to it. But December 1st, I'm playing Mario RPG on stream. December is Mario RPG, Phoenix Wright, and Hogwarts. That's December in a nutshell. Also, a couple multiplayer days. Oh, Jesus. This hasn't played in a while. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a Jackbox stream at the end of December on Christmas Eve. Because I'm more than likely not going to be working Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, which is gonna suck. But I'm also gonna do multiplayer on New Year's Eve, and that's all sorts of multiplayer. We might play Just Shapes and Beats. We might play Mario Kart, more Jackbox if we have people here that want to play. Splatoon if people want to play Splatoon. Like I'm open to playing multiplayer. If people have Mario Wonder and we want to do a 4-player Mario Wonder run, if people ended up playing Sonic, if people ended up buying Sonic and want to play Sonic multiplayer, we can do that. Like, sky's endless. I don't care. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going to November and changing my name. And changing the overlay, which, I mean, it's not going to change by much. This screen might not change all that much. Oh. But anywho, I'm going to call it. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go to bed. Get up. I'm going to work. I'm going to do it all over again. So, plan for this tomorrow. We'll play more of this tomorrow, and then Chrono Trigger on Sunday. Maybe Chrono Trigger on Sunday if I don't hang out with my friend. All right. I will see you when I see you.